Thanks everyone for joining us this morning. This is great. It's amazing that we can all do this and all be at our different pools and all get together, and you imagine some of the meetings and things that we can do in the future with this format, being able to do it this way. The idea is to do this as quickly as possible. I know you guys have got a lot on, so I planned half an hour where maybe run 5 minutes over because we've started 5 minutes a little bit. So I'll get into it. We've obviously got a pass sale happening this week, and that's the main reason for this. It is being videoed. Obviously, we'll do it with you guys, and then if you want to share it, or if you please do share it with any of your staff members, I'm going to break it down into 3 sections, and then I'll post the main video of the whole thing and then each section up to the YouTube site today and send links out to you all. So you'll be able to actually really hone in on just the little sections that we're doing, as opposed to having to watch the whole thing if there's certain parts that you just want some of your staff to see, that sort of thing. So we're sort of maximising time. I'll get through this. I put a little bit of a presentation together. Obviously, this is our pass sale training for January 2019. It is the 2 passes, obviously, like we've done pretty much every time we've done this. The format for this is we're going to do an introduction, which is happening now. It's going to take about 2 minutes. We're going to go into housekeeping. Housekeeping is basically the content around the pass sale. A lot of you guys already know this, and a lot of the staff that you've got, I'm sure, already know this as well. But this is just a bit of a refresher on the actual details around the pass sale. Then we're going to talk about the enrolment process, or a process called enrolment. We're going to go into some practical tools, and we'll have a couple of questions at the end. If anyone has any for a couple of minutes, we'll be out of here in 30 minutes. That's the plan. So the housekeeping stuff. The key dates for our pass sale, which is important, and you should have this on some of the information at the centres. It should be at the centres, obviously. The promotional messages start today. So we're starting all the promotional messages today on Facebook, and we start to message out to the database and so forth today as well. So that's all happening as of, it'll be just after lunch today. Leanne, myself and Jen are actually getting into that. So the discounted pass sale, so the dates are from Monday the 14th, which is this Monday obviously coming, through to Thursday the 31st of January. So it's a 2-week period. The passes that we have for sale, or the ways that we can buy passes, are either online through the website, or alternatively you can come into the facilities and buy it. Now it's a little bit different to what we've done regarding the 60 passes, but we'll get to that soon. So the types of passes we've got, obviously we've got the adult fitness passes, and then we've got the aqua passes, and then also the adult fitness passes. We've got 10s, 20s and 40s that you can buy online and at the pools. And the 60 passes we are selling, as a number of you are aware, but it's only at the pools. And then the same with the adult squads, 10s, 20s and 40s online and at the pools, and then the 60s at the pools only. The purpose for the 60s at the pools only is because of the expiry dates that have been put on them. People need to understand that these 60 passes will expire on a certain date, which is why we haven't put them online, so that we can actually in person explain to the people that it will expire on a certain date, to make sure that they're buying the correct pass for themselves. We'll go into that a little bit sooner. The cost of the passes. So the discount is a 20% discount, as we've had for all of our pass sales, the 2 that we have during the year. Where obviously we sell aqua 10s, 20s, 40s and 60s. There's the full price there. I know you guys have got spreadsheets with this information that you'll be able to put around the till areas, and also train your staff on and make them aware of, these are the difference in the prices. Obviously the expiries, there's a 3-month expiry on the 10 pass, and then the 20s, 40s and 60s are a 6-month expiry, which will be the 12th of July 2019. Okay, and then the adult ones are pretty much exactly the same, 3 months on the 10 passes, and then the 20s, 40s and 60s are a 6-month pass, which will be the 12th of July 2019. We've spoken about this, and I think Beth has emailed most of you managers, or all the managers, regarding how the online sales will happen this time. So the online sales will confirm through PayPal here. We'll print out the PayPal receipt. We'll confirm with the person that has been that has purchased it that it's been received, and then that copy of that PayPal receipt will be transferred to the preferred home pool. When they go online and they select a pool, or when they go online and they purchase a pass, they will select a pool, and that will be their preferred home pool. So we'll send the PayPal receipt to whoever the home pool is for them to process. My understanding is that Beth has put a process together in relation to how we do that and how we sell that through the PayPal till at each of the facilities. If you're uncertain with any of that, please reach out to Beth. She has put a procedure together, and I think this afternoon she's actually going to do a video on it as well that we can upload, just so everyone is really clear on how that process works. Terms and conditions of the passes are: the SwimFit Fitness Pass includes aquarobics and fitness squad passes only, so there's no other passes. It's not like at Cotton Tree Janelle's squad or any of that sort of stuff. It's just adult aquarobics and adult fitness passes, which you guys know that. There's one pass per person per sale, so meaning, which is why we have the 20s, the 40s and the 60s, as opposed to previously where we used to just run 10s and 20s and sell multiple passes. I think most of you guys are up to date with the reasons as to why we went that way. We won't spend time on that. The passes do expire, so we need to be clear on the pass expiry on each of them, which was on the previous screen, and you'll be able to communicate that information through to your team and your staff as to what are the actual expiries on these passes. The expiry dates are the 12th of July 2019, and then 10 session pass is 3 months from their date of purchase. Extensions are given. Yes, they are possible with a medical certificate or at the discretion of you guys as managers at your facilities. Okay, I know that there'll be instances that come up. I've spoken to a number of you about that, and really it's on medical certificate or at your discretion on those. Terms and conditions, the 60 visit passes can only be purchased at the designated home pools, as we spoke about. This needs to come with a clear expectation of the expiry date policy on them. We don't want to be extending them past that 12th of July training, 12th of July date, unless it's a fairly it's a medical certificate or there's some major circumstance that has happened. So the idea is that that date that we've put in as the expiry date will coincide with the next pass sale happening just after that. So it will start the week or two after that expiry date. Purchase sales docket need to be signed to indicate that people are aware and agree with the terms of the policy or the expiry dates, that sort of thing. The buddy passes, that's a little bit different this year to what we've done. The buddy passes, we're giving one buddy pass per person, so they can bring a buddy for a session if they choose to. Previously in the past, what we've done is we've allowed the buddy to come for a 2-week period during the sale. We've cut that back to just the one session. Really, they should know at the end of one session as to whether they want to continue on or whether they don't want to continue on. And the buddy passes are just to be monitored at your level. We looked at doing it through actual cards and that sort of thing, but really you guys can just monitor it there. I think you'll have a fair idea if there are people coming in, multiple times, that sort of thing. So just monitor it at your level. Pass sale, this was in the previous data, the health benefits of aquatic exercise. There's a list there. I'm sure you've got this in the training document that you can give out to your team. I won't go through it. And then also the benefits of group fitness training. There are obviously some really good benefits in all of this sort of stuff. But one of the key things is that this sale is all about people getting things. It's really our regular patrons that are looking just to get a discount or to get something a little bit cheaper. So that's really what majority of the clientele will be, as you guys are probably already aware. Training takeaways from previous takeaways. Learn and understand, and this is for a lot of the staff, that sort of thing. Really learn and understand the cost, the discounts, the savings of the Fitness Pass sale. The more people know about that, the easier it is to get it across. To learn and understand all the terms and conditions, to learn and understand the benefits, which we just spoke about then, to become familiar with your coaches, instructors, and their profile, and being able to use that to engage with patrons. Practice to become confident in your conversations relating to this pass sale. So that's, just practice actually, what is it that you're going to say to people when they come in? Understand what your personal targets are. And I talk about personal targets here. Obviously, I'll get together with you all and we'll talk about the targets for the centre. But what I also wanted to think about was, with your staff that are doing this, what are some of the personal targets that they may have around this sale? What are some of the things and benefits that they can get out of it? Do they have some goals that they can set for themselves? It might be, that someone wants to sell, they'd sold 5 passes last time, they want to sell, 10 this time, that sort of thing. So maybe look at setting some targets for themselves personally as well. Ask questions of your manager if you're unsure of anything, and then share and celebrate the successes of this. It's not just about this pass sale, but also, and we're going to talk about the enrolment process next, and it's really about getting people into our centres and providing this great product and service for them.